Hey, what's up and welcome back everyone to another Modern Warfare 2 video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 weapons that you need to be using inside of Modern Warfare 2. Now, these aren't meme guns. These are if you like really need to lock it in, play sweaty, beat your opponents. These are what I have been using in all of the tournaments that have just launched. Now, for many of you, this is your first time watching one of my videos, so who the heck am I? I am Isaac, IceManIsaac. I do a lot of guides to help people get better at the games. I do a lot of gun content as well, talking about the stats and builds to help you get better at the game and win more matches. Now, if you guys don't know, I've been a little bit dabbling into the competitive scene of this game. I am by no means a CDL pro, but I have been playing in a lot of these tournaments. I placed second in like a 256 team tournament, so I'm doing all right in the game. I am by no means the best, but I have picked up most of these weapons from playing with and against the pros. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at these weapons. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the builds. Then we're going to be taking them into the firing range and seeing how they shoot and what situation you would use them in. The very first one is the TAC 56. This is like the staple for the long range meta in the game, and it is built so well. This gun is built so well, man, that you can rock the cardinal stock on it, which helps out with the aim down sight and the sprint speed. So you're moving around with this gun. Aim walking speed is one of the most important like stats that you need to buff and focus on as you're building guns, because we're no longer slide canceling across the map anymore, right? We are guns up, walking around corners. Occasionally we'll jump chow, like we need to play aggressively, right? But aim walking, especially as we're creeping around the map, is like the quietest way we can move. So a lot of these builds you're going to see for aim walking speed. On top of that, we have the Tundra Pro barrel to help out with the damage range. We have the Seiken Tread, which helps really minimize that recoil. Same with the F-Tac Ripper. And then armor piercing, you can either rock armor piercing or high velocity makes the gun feel a little bit more hit scan. But I feel like the damage, you know, the bullet velocity is already high enough, and I don't want to hurt the damage range, which is going to affect me at ranges, right? So armor piercing actually allows me to shoot through a lot of targets, terrain, and not only get more damage, but sometimes just penetrate objects I otherwise wouldn't be able to penetrate. So this is what the TAC 56 looks like, okay? So once again, it is about 4 shots to the chest to kill, and this game has a great headshot multiplier as well. But the big thing with this is, as you can see, like I'm strafing pretty quick for a main AR, and it really allows you to beam even at really long ranges. This gun is like the staple for long range shots. If, once again, you want to equip a little bit more stability, I would get rid of that last stock and add something, I think it's called the brute stock. And then this gun is just going to be a laser. But I really think that this gun is built out well enough as is that you can pick it up, use it in game, and really hold down some lanes simply by using the build that I've given you today. Moving up next, we have something that's a little bit more dynamic, and it's really starting to take over the pro scene. You would guess it heading into any COD game. It's the M4. Okay, the strike stock here helps out so much. It's going to build your sprint speed, aim walking speed, crouch movement speed, aim down sight speed, everything you need to play tactical in the game. This is the build for you. You have the high tower barrel, which helps you reach out further at range. Agent grip holds that velocity, or it holds the recoil down. The high velocity helps out with your ammunition, bullet velocity. Once again, it hurts your damage range. And then the X10 grip helps you to be even snappier as well, kind of making this more of a mid-range. Not as long range as the Scar, but a little bit snappier for some of those mid-range engagements. Now, obviously, you can get into tuning, and I haven't really played around a lot with tuning, but it really does help out. So, for example, for this one, if you want to be a little bit more snappy, you could bring down the aim down sight speed, or you could bring over the aim walking speed. I'm not going to mess with any of that in this video. That's kind of like up to you as the individual player, what you're struggling with. When you feel the build just feels a little bit off, or you don't know what attachment to change, just go in here and see like, maybe I want to focus more on recoil to make my gun feel more like a laser instead of it being snappier, right? I personally like the build just the way it is. And you can see here, this gun zaps people, man. Like, it kills fast. I was using the Scar for a long time, and as you can see, the Scar would be better at those long ranges. But in these close range gunfights, like, this gun zaps. And it's still snappy enough that when I'm aim down sight strafing, it still feels really nice, but you do have a lot of that visual recoil, which honestly makes this a better gun for controller players than mouse and key players. because mouse and key players, you need to be able to track where your aim is going. But in this, with all this visual noise going on, I would just let aim assist do the work. Please don't start that debate in the comment section, please. Next up, we have the staple in the pro scene for the SMG, and that is the Vaznev. A lot of people, man, I see rocking the wrong barrel. They're rocking the SA Response 3. Don't rock that. Rock the 381, the Castle Comp, the Demo X2 grip, and the Otrazat, not the Marquis, but the Otrazat stock. And this is like the gun that all the pros are using to clear out buildings, to get in, to get mixy. And as you can see, there's plenty of movement speed. There's a little bit of shake. I'm not going to try to beam someone from a distance. I mean, I can. But the purpose of this build is to get in, get active, and take out people at close ranges. As you can see, it's got a really nice aim walking movement speed. You can move around corners even as you're crouching, moving pretty quick. And then when you need to get in and get active, this gun will treat you really well. This has really kind of been the staple for the comp scene when it comes to running and gunning. Next up, we have the Fennec. This gun has actually been GA'd, which means gentleman agreement. Basically, the pros are saying this is too good. No one's allowed to use it. The reason why it's so good is because it kills so dang fast. We have the rubber grip, which is going to help out with our sprint to fire speed. We have the Loctite. Yes, there are some things that can help us move around a little bit faster if you wanted to rock like the stock cap. But you'll see this gun has a little bit of recoil. You have the ignition barrel, the lock shot, and the agent grip. And the purpose of this gun is to win your ones. It's to win your 1v1s because it's got with an extremely fast fire rate, but a limited magazine capacity. But we can win your ones when a gun shoots this fast. Now, this is an up close and personal. As you can see here, just destroying people at close range. That's why it's been banned, is basically there is no gunfight whenever the Fennec is involved. But it's not going to be something like as versatile as the Vesnav, which can reach out a little bit further. This is an up close and personal disrespectful gun. If you're planning on ratting inside a site, this is the gun that you need to use. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't notice in my hands, this is the IceManIsaac scuff. We recently got a custom scuff designed for the Academy. You can see a very subtle logo there of the Academy A, and you can also see a very subtle logo there of the Academy Eagle. I really wanted this design to be subtle. I didn't want my name and branding all over it. I love the beautiful bright blue retro wave. Like, I mean, this isn't photoshopped or anything. It just literally pops off of your coffee table, your couch, your desk, your setup, whatever it is. It looks beautiful. And you guys already know we've got the digital triggers on top of it for the really fast rapid fire. And of course, if we want to jump chow around corners, or if we want to deal with that crazy looting system that we have inside of Warzone 2, we can map all 4 of these paddles on the back to any face button or any D-pad, L3, R3, any of that, to help us move around the map and navigate without having to take our finger off the right stick while we're aiming. If you want to learn more about Scuff, you can use code Isaac in the description and the pinned comment to learn a little bit more. Moving on, we've got what I consider to be the second best sniper. And I think it's going to be probably the best sniper after the best one gets nerfed. And the best one we'll talk about here in a moment. This is the MCPR. Let me show you the build real quick. We've got the OMX barrel to give us that additional damage range. This optic changes everything. It makes a smaller glint, and it allows us to see more. It's kind of like if we were to rock, if you use like the ZRG or the HDR, it's like so zoomed in, and it has a really big bezel that it's like taking up a lot of the side of your screen. This is a lot smaller, and the bezel's a lot smaller, so it doesn't take up as much of your screen. Merc stock makes it snappier, same with the cheetah grip, and then we've got the 5-round mag to make our faster aim down sight as well. And you guys can see this just feels like a classic bolt action sniper rifle. It's one shot to the chest and a really clean like firing sequence, really clean reticle. Especially in Warzone, you'll have to hit headshots. In multiplayer, you can just one shot to the chest. I also do have a really nice pistol build to go along with this. It's the X12. Okay, this one is about 3 shots to the chest at very close ranges, and it's very snappy to get around. Like, you can get aim down sight really quick with the XR9 trigger. And once again, if you guys are taking screenshots, make sure you are subscribing as well. But this gun really allows me to move fast around the map, and it's a great complement to the sniper. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like real quick. So it's about 4 shots at range. But at very close ranges, I would say within 5 meters, it's just 3 shots. But as you can see, I've got a 17-round mag, plenty of span capability. I move around the map extremely quick with how fast I'm strafing. And then as I'm zooming across the map, it comes up quick. You can, ideally, you're not rocking a sniper at range, but if you need to chow someone with a pistol, it's viable enough to do that as well. Now, what is the #1 sniper in the game? You guys already know. It's the Signal 50. It's a semi-automatic 50 caliber sniper rifle. Okay, it's just ridiculous, but it's really clunky. So we're going to try to make it as snappy as we possibly can with the finesse grip, the inline stock, the Delta scope, which is very similar to what we just put on the other one, and the LAS 44 barrel. Okay, this one is banned in competitive games because it's just too easy to use. I'll also show you the pistol. This is a 2-shot pistol. You've likely heard people talking about this. A 2-shot pistol to the chest. You don't move around as fast as you do with the previous pistol, but I mean, for the sake of a 2-shot, it might be worth it for you. So here's what this absolute, I don't even know what to call this gun. Like, are you kidding me? This is like a hacker's wet dream for I don't even know, for Verdansk. Imagine just headshot sniping, single fire across the map, because I'll show you how fast this thing can actually spam real quick. Wow, I missed a lot of shots there. There is one thing you can do to this gun, and I think it's how I would rock it in Verdansk too. Verdansk. Or Warzone 2, whatever we end up. This barrel right here gives us more recoil control, more bullet velocity, and more damage range. So this is probably going to be what we're going to see in a, Warzone-esque type of build. And what it does is it prevents a lot of that muzzle flare that you just saw. So it makes those follow-up shots a lot easier when you're spamming. Like, you could just hold down a lane with this gun. Here's how fast you can spam it if you really wanted to. And then you have the pistol, which is a 3-shot at range, or like I mentioned, it is a 2-shot when people are very up close. And you can still move around fast, not as fast as the other one, but it definitely still is a good enough sidearm for you to use. You can throw a side on there as well, but the purpose of this gun is just to be a sidearm for really close. I'm talking like within 5 meters. Unfortunately, the bots don't take damage until they stand all the way up, but 3, 2, 1. 3 shots to the chest at distance, 2 shots at close range. Next up, we have something that has once again been banned by the pros because it's so good. This will 2 shots with 1 headshot. So it'll 2-shot someone at close ranges with just 1 headshot, just deleting people. True tack grip, Marquee stock. The 209 barrel is so important for the movement speed. The Havoc for the recoil control. Same with the Agent grip. This gun has been GA, gentleman agreement, because it is so dang powerful. At this medium range, it's 3 shots, which, keep in mind, like the Scar, you guys saw the Scar earlier in the M4, they were 4 shots. This is 3 shots, and it's an AR. It looks like an SMG, and traditionally the 74U has been an SMG. Technically, it shoots 5.45, so it should be an assault rifle, but it's kind of one of those guns that can do a little bit of everything, both close range and medium range. It's not going to reach out super well like a Scar would, but this would, if I'm trying to run pubs and I'm trying to get sweaty, this would be the gun that I would put in my hands. Of all the guns that I'm holding right now, this would be the one that I would say is the most OP, is the AK-74U. Or the Kastov 74U. Next up, we have the STB. This is another one that is kind of filling in the AK-74U role. So if I'm talking hybrid ARs, you've got the AK-74U and you've got the STB. I'm talking long-range ARs. We have the M4 and the Scar. We've got the snipers we already talked about, and we've kind of got some of the SMGs as well. This is the other hybrid AR. So we've got the Q900 grip to help out with the sprint fire speed. The C9 riser helps out, or the C11 riser helps out with sprint fire speed. Slimline Pro, the Havoc, and then the Precision grip all make this gun a laser. And this is quickly becoming one of the pros' favorite guns because, I mean, look at that. It's got the stability of a long-range AR, but it's got the snappiness of a close range AR, right? So like I move around pretty decently fast. I get the gun up quick. I've built this a little bit more for recoil control because I think for the average player, the recoil is going to be a little bit too much. What a lot of the pros are rocking is actually no muzzle right there, and they're strictly playing for faster aim down sight speed, faster movement speed. But I think the average player is going to need a little bit of help, so I would throw something on there like the Havoc. And this gun, this is fun to use. Next up, we have the Lachmann Sub. This is not going to be a multi-purpose gun, okay? Put this in the same department kind of as like the Fennec. Okay, this is going to be your up close and personal, but zooming across the map. Crazy movement speed, dominating up close inside of buildings. So if you're playing inside of a building for one of the sites, or you know you're playing inside an urban area, you've got the Lachmann grip, stockless, Falcon 226, Bruin cubic, and the X10 drop grip, and you are flying across the map with this gun. So once again, you can see, like, imagine how nice this is when every little footstep we make, everyone hears, right? This gun allows you to move across the map extremely quickly. Now, it's a little bit ugly in terms of recoil. I'll be dead honest. Like, I'm not trying to shoot people at that range at a consistent basis. I'm trying to get inside of buildings. Ooh, I got a little render spike there. I'm trying to get inside of buildings, right? And get up close and personal, and this is the gun to do it. This and the Fennec are like my building clearing guns. If I'm trying to get in, trying to like really get mixy, this is the gun I want in my hands because it's so fast to move around with. I basically feel like I'm running around with a combat knife because of how fast I move around with this gun. Still kills plenty quick. Don't expect to reach out to long ranges with it. And then, finally, we have a gun that I think this wouldn't touch anything competitive. This is not a competitive gun whatsoever, okay? This is the RAAL, okay? And if you guys are wondering how I'm getting these guns and all the skins, I have been grinding. I'm level 55. I've been putting the hours to grinding out the camos. If you're ever wondering how people are getting camos, and this is just a little bonus tip before I show you the last gun, okay? You can go in, and this is only in private matches. It does not carry over to your, your public game guns. But if you were to go into here, go into CDL, Search and Destroy, or any of the CDL game modes, okay, and wait, see on the bottom left, it'll show starting match, and then for a second, once my webcam goes away, boom, there, a code generates. Once that code generates, you can go into weapons, and every single one of the weapons is now unlocked, including all of the camos. So if you want to see what the camos look like, this is how you can do it and how you would equip them without actually unlocking them. Now, if you do want to use these inside of game, what you can do, or if you do want to use some cool things inside of game, what you can do is you can go up here to your rank, and you can actually edit your calling card and pick up all of the calling cards are unlocked, and you can use those in game. Now, same thing for emblems. And there's also some, I think there's some other things, like you can edit your showcase as well, and they'll all be unlocked. Now, this isn't like anything that, you know, you're exploiting the game. This is simply just an in-game menu, so I don't mind sharing it with you. You don't have to like exploit anything to get into it. This is all available through the CDL game mode, which I think is because they want the CDL players to have access to any skin or camo when they're on stage, or it's just a glitch. I don't know. Before I show you the RAAL, this is what I would rock in game. I would rock Stun, Simtex. I rock Bomb Squad, Battle Hardened. And then in pubs, I would rock Quick Fix, because Quick Fix allows me to get my health back quickly, immediately after getting a kill, because everyone loves holding hands like they're on a first date in this game. So I would normally rock something like Quick Fix, but since I've been playing a lot of tournaments, Quick Fix isn't allowed. So I've been rocking Focus or Fast Hands, which will help me reload and get equipment out faster. Now, I can't equip the RAAL in this game mode because it's CDL. CDL doesn't allow LMGs, but we can go into this game mode right here, just another custom match. And this is what I believe will be the meta heading into Warzone 2. Also with that Signal 50, we've got this bad boy right here. The Stip 40, the VOK 4X, the 21X XF EXF Rhino, the FTAC Reaper, and the SA Side Grip. Just wait, gentlemen. Just imagine someone sitting on a rooftop with this. It's PKM vibes all over again. But we talked about how the Scar was 4 shots to the chest. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is more powerful than the Scar. Larger damage range, larger magazine capacity, and just so easy to control. Now, is this going to be your pub gun? Are you swinging corners with this? No, it's going to take forever for you to get aimed down sight. But can you imagine? Just look at that long range recoil control. Like, and then there's mounting on top of this. I don't know if does this let you mount? I don't even want to think about someone. It doesn't let you mount in here, thank goodness. Could you imagine someone mounted on a rooftop with this gun? Like, it's just gonna be too easy. It's just gonna be too easy. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're taking screenshots of any of those weapons, please do me a favor, subscribe to this video. Put a lot of time into this, and like I said, I've been putting dozens of hours into this game, grinding guns, and then also playing competitively against the pros, and these are the weapons I'm putting my money on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like on it. Like I said, I haven't posted in a week because I moved across Texas to move to Dallas to take the content dream full time. So I would appreciate you helping me out with the algorithm. Comment down below, what is your favorite gun? If I'm missing out on one of them, let me know what it is down below and what the build is. And I will see you all live over on Twitch. We got some cool stuff planned. I'm going to be doing a God of War stream, Ragnarok, when that drops. And of course, we're going to be doing a Warzone 2 subathon as well. Appreciate all the love, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate Scuff for giving me the privilege of having my very own custom Scuff design. Check that out in the pinned comment and the description. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.